Hello, everybody. I'm very happy to have another young Indian with us, part of the Voice of the Young series. Right now, we have with us Ritwik Raje. Let's listen to him. Over to you, Ritwik.
Thank you, Subodh. Thank you for having me here. It's a pleasure to be talking to you tonight. My name is Ritwik, and I study how humans decide who's worth listening to. So basically, I study a lot of human behavior, a lot of psychology, a lot of behavior psychology, wherein I try to decipher how people think and interpret others' communication. And on the basis of that, for the past 15 years, through multiple certifications, hundreds of speeches delivered, tons of events hosted, after all of this experience, I have decided that today I feel obliged even to share all of my learnings with people all around the world and help them communicate with each other better. So that's more or less me.
Okay, so tell us all your secrets.
I think telling all my secrets will take a 33-page guide, which I have created actually. So it's an ebook that I've created, which is like a master guide of everything that will help you become a better communicator.
Okay.
And so rather than telling you secrets, I would like to ask you that, where were those moments where you felt that maybe I could have either had better body language, or whether you had, you thought of maybe I should have spoken this, or rather I should have said this a little better. So tell me about those moments.
Well, I can't think of any at this moment. Uh,
Okay, okay, okay.
I tend to
So,
have a big ego and I tend to be satisfied with what I do. So you're asking the wrong
okay.
person. I don't have any regrets. Uh,
Okay,
that look, I did a bad job. I may be over confident of myself, but
okay,
it's
okay.
not it's not
So I
me
don't, I
who's
don't think
going
so.
it's not me who's going to say. I mean, it's possible that I could have done better, but I don't know it.
Right, right, right.
I'm
Okay.
not
So
ruling it
most of the
out.
time,
I'm just saying that I'm
no,
satisfied.
absolutely. I totally get it. And most of the times I also have felt that it's just that I feel there are a lot of people who are not so confident of themselves, which is the first and the most important point,
Hmm,
that in
hmm,
communication you need to be confident enough
hmm,
that whatever you say, whether
hmm,
it's right or wrong, or if you feel that it's
hmm,
100% right or it's going in the right direction, and
hmm,
if you are communicating it with that confidence, which I think you have done it, I
mhm.
think regrets then become a past thought. So that is what I want to help people with, which is building inert confidence, rather than telling them 7 hacks on how to improve communication. How to build inner confidence is by understanding your own behavior, your own
Hmm,
habits,
hmm,
your own lacks,
hmm,
uh, which are not so evident when you are on a day-to-day basis, when you are consistently communicating without anybody to actually tell you or remind you that maybe this is something that you can
hmm,
do a little. I
hmm.
think that is where I come in.
Okay, no, I understand what you do. I think it's very important what you do. And
Right.
I want you to explain to the possible viewers, listeners, why it is that it is so important. Not first, not how you teach them, but what is
Right.
it that they are lacking. Now, some people they say, "Sir, I'm not a good speaker. I'm nervous, and this and that." So they know it. Okay. But what about those who are not aware of it? How can they find out that they can do better?
So, the simplest way to find out is ki, are you attracting people towards you, or are you repelling people, right? So, most of the times people don't realize that they are actually repelling people, right? Because our body language, because we have this continuous notion in our minds that we are doing everything right. It's the world, and this is more enforced by social media right now, which is, be alone, whatever you're doing is right, you are allowed to feel what you're feeling, and that's completely fine. But what's more important is realizing that what you are feeling is absolutely fine, but there are other people as well who are also feeling their own emotions.
mm,
So I think this is where, communication breaks down, which
mm,
is one person always is consistently thinking that how I am feeling and I want to communicate that. But with respect to somebody, right? They also have a context. And, there is a very beautiful word which is written in the dictionary of obscure words. This is a very unique dictionary that was created many, many years ago, and there are some words. So the concept of this dictionary is basically giving words to emotions or feelings or realizations, right? So there is a word called sonder, which says that it's the realization, is the feeling of that realization when you feel and understand that every person that you meet or come across has a life just as deep, just as meaningful, and just as entrenched as yours. That is the feeling of sonder,
mhm,
right? And that is what I try to help everybody understand.
mm,
There was a teacher who recently had joined my classes, and I had
mm,
done a one-on-one with them.
mm,
And they kept asking me, there was a problem with them. And this is, I think, every teacher faces this, which
mm,
is getting students to get involved in their sessions, right? If they ask a question, if they want
mm,
to have some
mm,
engagement,
mm,
involvement, right?
mm,
They should be getting that. They feel like it's their right to get that.
mm.
But the biggest and the most important thing for any teacher is to make that student feel comfortable in that classroom, right? Nobody, I don't think so. I have met a single teacher whose first thought is, I want to make this student feel comfortable in this classroom where they can be curious, where they can be experimentative, where they can ask questions, right? And they can answer questions without being judged, without being questioned. So, this is one of the examples where I can,
Mm.
definitely say that understanding each other is the basis of communication skills, and that's what I help everybody kind of
Okay,
get
so
to.
you're talking about uh, face-to-face speaking, right? Whether it's through
Kind of.
video or it's in person, but you're not talking about written communications, you're talking about speaking in a public place or through video, right?
Not exactly. So I am talking about communicating in general. So the examples that I gave you, and I totally understand where you're coming from, because the examples that I gave you were public speaking specific. But actually, I start from writing itself, because
Okay.
I feel writing is
Hmm.
what helps you structure your thoughts.
Okay.
And all the frameworks and all the methods that I teach are all based in writing.
Okay.
I teach you multiple frameworks to help you write a story, help you write
Hmm.
a LinkedIn post, help you
Hmm.
write your own introduction,
Hmm.
right? So
Hmm.
there are 4 to 5 frameworks that I
Hmm.
use and
Hmm.
customize for different people.
Hmm.
So my point is that writing is the basis of all communication. That
Okay.
is how I think communication kind of starts in one way or
Okay.
the other, which is structuring
Oh,
your thoughts and then speaking it up.
okay. All right. So the first thing is to get clear thoughts, I guess.
Get structured in your thoughts. Yeah, clarity is, I think, the first step towards effective communication.
Okay. All right. And then many people I hear say that we can do that part, but
Right,
there's the video part or the public part that is
right.
tough for us. I'm not good at camera. I hear it. Many people say I can't do a VidPed with you because I feel nervous on a camera or I can't do it. So is so I guess that step one is to be clear in your mind, and step two is to be clear in public, I guess. Is that a correct way of looking at it?
So rather than clear, you have to be confident.
Okay.
So clarity is when you write your script down.
Okay.
You have to, yeah, you have thought about an idea, a brilliant idea on
Mm,
which you have to make a YouTube
mm,
video
mm,
or write a LinkedIn post or
mm,
feature on a podcast like
mm,
this, right? So you have thought about it.
mm,
Then you write it down, which
mm,
is structuring it properly. This is
mm,
going to be my open, this is going to be my middle, and this is going to
mm,
be my ending.
mm,
And then you practice it with speech.
mm. Okay.
So then, so yeah, so public speaking at the end of the day is a combination of writing,
Mm,
uh, body language,
mhm.
listening, and then ultimately being able to use your vocal variety.
Okay. All
The
right.
content, yeah, the content is only 20% of what you communicate.
Okay. Understood. It's your own presence in the room, or it's your own
Yeah,
ability
yeah,
to, and
yeah. Whatever jargons you wanna use, vibes as millennials are calling it.
uh,
Yeah.
okay. All right. Very good. But tell us how you came here, because you don't have any degrees in this. You are self-taught. I see that you have a BTech from Vellore, which is a very good institution. So what happened? Why did you go to Vellore? What happened? Tell us about it so that people
So
can
that's
get us.
this is
It's a long
one of
story,
the
but tell us.
yeah, this is one of the most interesting. It's the longest story that I can probably talk about it for 12 hours. Yeah, but it's also the most interesting story because today,
Mm,
this decision has been coming for a long time, since the day that I realized, and the day was somewhere in 2016 when I was graduating from VIT Vellore, and it was after not 4 years of engineering, but 4 years of learning how to be a better communicator and a leader. And that journey started with Toastmasters International at VIT Vellore.
okay.
This was the only student club in the entirety of the country
Yeah.
when we joined. And we were kind of the second batch of members who were coming in.
Mm,
And so we grew with the community that we had at VIT Vellore.
mm,
And I was the president there. I delivered more than 250 speeches there
mm,
on different honors, different topics,
mm,
giving interviews, and taking interviews.
mm,
And apart from that, I hosted a couple of national level events. So
mm.
all of this combined to a point where I realized that I'm better in soft skills than my hard skills. And
Okay.
it was very glaring because I was not exactly doing very well with my academics. But
Okay.
on the other hand, I was getting certification after certification. And today I hold four different certifications in public speaking from
Mm,
Toastmasters International. I'm an advanced level competent communicator and an advanced level leader.
okay.
I have won more than 60 awards in communication and leadership
Hmm.
in multiple formats. And these are awards which have certificates and which have proper recognition written on your profile. Apart from this, on a daily basis, I used to win at least one award.
Okay.
Literally, I'm talking about,
All
right?
right.
So
Okay.
I realized that my skills lies, all of my skills lie in somewhere around talking to people.
Okay.
And I realized it very early in my life, and that's why after VIT I got I one of the only four sales jobs that were there on offer for the entire university. So beating around 3,500 people to that one seat. And after sales, I went into MICA, which is an advertising and a communication school. So it's literally the
Mm,
name communication, the word communication is there in the degree certificate
mm,
that we get.
right.
So that was like a huge attraction point for me.
Yeah.
And after that, I went into marketing, and marketing is again all about people.
Yeah.
And then there was this always back in my mind, and I did a lot of smaller gigs to kind of feed that, nagging, which is I helped a few students to qualify their PI and GDs for their MBA schools.
Mm,
And they were, I still have
mm,
their reviews with me, and they were raving, right?
mm.
And that is when I decided maybe this is a longer pathway than I have predetermined. And I think I should pursue this.
Okay. So where's the money coming from? Who are the clients? I'm an
That's
economist. I like to ask this.
So right now it's difficult because I'm actually building a business. So it's a lot of investment that is going in. ROIs are not current. The first sale that I did was last month. It was not a huge sale. It is still I'm still working on my entire course and what I want to offer and whom do I want to offer to and
Hmm.
how can I make it the most valuable course there is, right? Because we see a lot of coaches everywhere, uh, and I want to be different than them. And to be different, it's becoming a little difficult to kind of find that
Hmm.
difference and what makes me unique
Hmm.
in all the crowd. So yeah.
Okay, so who is your target, so to speak? I mean, by now, I think you must have some idea of who approximately, maybe there are two or three segments, different segments, you cater to them in different ways. So, which are these two or three groups or segments that you think you can have a good relationship with?
Right. So I started with a very generic sense. The first batch that I did was completely free for approximately 25 people. And I realized that while
Hmm.
everybody needs communication skills
Hmm.
training in one way,
Hmm.
obviously I can't cater to everybody. And
Right.
you're right, there are two specific audience groups that I have kind of realized because of my experience of uh, working with them and living with them,
Hmm.
right? So the first group is founders, for the very basic reason that for the past 8 years of my marketing, actually for the entirety of my career, I have worked with founders.
Hmm.
And I have seen these founders depend on me heavily to deliver their pitch decks,
Hmm.
to deliver their marketing strategies, brand
Hmm.
strategies to
Hmm.
investors, to possible international partners,
Hmm.
to anybody and everybody. And I have delivered since my MBA in MICA, which was in 2020, and since then I've changed 6 jobs. Uh, for every job, I have at least delivered at least 3 to 4 pitch presentations on behalf of the founder for the company. And this kind of put me in a very difficult spot because obviously I can't sell the company to you, right? I can sell a portion of it, which I understand. I can pitch it to you. I can tell you everything that is related to it, but I can't be the founder.
Hmm.
And that is where I felt that a lot of founders failed, which
Hmm.
was obviously I can't convince an investor to invest in the founder who's not even there, right? And so that is something that I felt was consistent all across. Every startup founder is struggling with communication skills
Hmm.
and they don't realize it. This is,
Hmm.
I think, the biggest problem because founders get this, uh, you know, it's ego. It's as simple as that. It's ego, where they feel that they already are running a business. So they know everything about it in and out. But
Hmm.
can you present it in a way that the investor is actually looking for? Right?
Hmm.
Can you showcase that body language of confidence and clarity
Hmm.
in your voice? And you can, decrease your voice when it's important, and you
Hmm.
can increase your voice when you want to be
Hmm.
aggressive and loud,
Hmm.
right? So
Hmm.
that is why I feel founders were very important target group.
Hmm.
And the second target group was IT professionals because my sister is an IT professional.
Hmm.
And I feel that her growth specifically was stunted because she could not speak up enough.
Yeah.
And this is something which is a pattern across the IT profession, which
Hmm.
is everybody is somewhere or the other, while they are brilliant at what they do, the only people who are not getting the right growth is because they are not able to communicate what they have done.
Hmm.
And that is something that I feel is a very huge injustice because communication skills are not taught to engineers very
Hmm.
categorically.
Hmm.
And that is something that I want to change. I want to bring out the silent engineers
Hmm.
into the open.
Okay. All right. All right. Good. You have talked quite a bit about your professional side, let's say. How about something on your personal side? Whatever you want to tell us about, that I can
Oh,
do card tricks or I can, like rope climbing. What is it that you do when you aren't doing this stuff?
I'm an advanced badminton player.
Ah,
And I'm a huge, huge, huge Manchester United fan. It's not a great time to be a
it's
Manchester
a,
United
I guess it's a full-time occupation with Manchester
fan.
United.
You said it absolutely right. It's a full-time occupation.
Uh,
It's literally at one point in time I was thinking maybe I should start doing opinionated posts because I was spending so much time in the news and the
uh,
transfer markets. Oh my God, it's
uh,
hectic. But yeah,
uh,
so sports is something which I absolutely love. I have played almost every sport in my life.
mm,
Uh, and I still find every second that I get that
mm,
I spend in
mm,
sports.
mm,
Other than that, I have a lot of hobbies, a
mm,
lot of them.
mm,
I love playing on my PS, which is my PlayStation. It's my pride and joy. It's the first
mm,
thing that I bought
mm,
with my first freelance gig.
mm,
And after that, apart from that, I love poetry. I love reading. I'm a huge nerd. I'm a huge, huge nerd about Batman and DC and Superman and everything. I have read comics. I've watched everything. Actually, I'm a huge content nerd.
mm,
So everything unique that is there in the world,
mm, mm,
I am deeply attracted to it.
mm,
Uh, and anything unique and
mm,
any new perspective that I get.
mm.
And I think content is one of the best ways to provide new perspective to people.
Okay,
And this is kind of a goal of mine also that one day I want to produce or direct an animated show of my own.
okay. Okay, but it's a very okay. Now, one question is this: you went to Vellore, okay, so it's quite out of your hometown, Ranchi and Vellore. There's not much in common, I guess. And then I guess this Mica is in Ahmedabad, or where is it?
Ahmedabad.
Ahmedabad. So why did you decide to do your work from back home? I guess Ranchi.
Actually, Subodh, if you look at it, my entire life, I have till today, I've lived in 13 different cities.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was kind of a very small dream at a very young age when I think I was just leaving after 10th. So my dad had a mining engineering job, and because of which we moved around. We changed four houses, and after that, uh, I felt like Ranchi was not enough for my growth in multiple ways. And at that point in time, Ranchi was not that developed as well, right? Jharkhand was still going through a lot of turbulent times. So we decided as a family, we
Mm,
decided that better for me to go to Delhi to
mm,
get better education, better exposure, etc., etc. After Faridabad basically Delhi NCR. And then
yeah.
after Faridabad, I went to Vellore, Vellore to Mumbai, Mumbai to Calcutta, Calcutta to Ahmedabad, Ahmedabad to Gurgaon, Gurgaon to again Bombay, Pune, Bangalore, Chennai. So everywhere, everywhere and everywhere. Hyderabad for a couple of years. So for me, it was a little dream that I had was I will never live in a city for more than 1 to 2 years.
Mm,
And this was something that I did not remember. Yeah, I did not remember for a long period of time. And then suddenly, while I was leaving my last city, which was Bombay, so I was in Bombay till Feb. I moved to Ranchi only in Feb end, uh, and I decided that this was it. Uh, I want to build here.
okay.
So my reasons till now have been that I can't stay at one place. I don't want to stay at one place, right? I want to explore as much as possible.
Mm,
I want to keep traveling. It has been humongously difficult to keep changing, to keep moving, move all of my stuff. And I live heavy, right? I have a lot of stuff with me. So like
mm,
6 to 7 boxes, a couple of
mm,
heavy items moving around all the time with me. So 4 or 5 cities, they have also
mm,
traveled. So yeah, so for now, my reason is only because two reasons actually. Ranchi is one of the fastest growing tier 2 town, which has been claimed by multiple outlets. And second reason is because I have a house here.
Right. That's a pretty good reason. But by the way, I've heard that it's difficult for bachelors to rent places. I guess were a bachelor, so how was it?
Uh, yeah, it's one of the toughest things that you can do while moving to a new city.
Yeah,
It's tougher than finding a cook. It's tougher than finding a job.
yeah,
It's the toughest thing, and especially in cities like Bangalore and Hyderabad is still fine. Hyderabad people are still a little more relaxed and chilled about it. Bangalore, it's getting more and more difficult. I remember one of my friends was looking for a flat, and they had to send their Aadhaar card, their CV, their last pay slip, and a little brief about why should they be staying at that house.
right. Okay. And
So
did
it
he
is.
succeed? Did he succeed?
I, I think he did. I can't remember exactly. I just remember that he had to work a lot. He was very stressed about it. He was actually abusing the city a lot at that point of time. Ki, where have I come? Why did I leave Mumbai?
Right,
And all of that.
right.
But it's the same actually right now everywhere. Even I think the easiest cities for a bachelor to live is I think Bombay and to a large extent Hyderabad.
Yeah,
Bombay is still because Bombay still has a lot of people and a lot of I categorically has seen Gujaratis being very difficult in terms of being
yeah,
renters in terms of renting out their places. But overall, I feel Mumbai still has a little open attitude towards bachelors, and Hyderabad is just chill. Matlab,
okay.
I don't
Okay.
think so. People there have any issues with anybody staying in the
All
house.
right. Okay.
Yeah.
Wonderful to hear that, this analysis of different cities, which one
Yeah.
is more open and which one is not. But okay. All right. Is there anything else you want to add here?
Uh, yeah, I can talk about a lot of things. Like personally, I feel I just want to add one message to everybody who might listen to this is,
Hmm,
be a little patient.
hmm,
Patience goes a long way, and that is something that I am
hmm,
trying to continuously teach
hmm,
people, which is, once you have patience, you become a good listener, you
hmm,
become a good speaker, you become
hmm,
more relaxed with your body
hmm,
language,
hmm,
and you become better
hmm,
with your writing as well.
hmm,
You just need to have a little more patience with
hmm,
yourself and growth strategy and everything else
hmm,
that is going on with your life, right? Have a
hmm,
little more patience,
hmm.
and things will work out. And that's more or less my life motto, and that is what I tell everyone.
Okay. All right. So patience is sort of needed, or you can call it long-term investment.
Yes, patience is long-term investment,
And
100%.
if you are looking at it from a financial point of view, it's just don't go for short-run investments, go for long-run investments. It'll pay
Exactly.
off,
And
right? It'll pay off.
right, exactly. This is my dad's motto as well. So I am not allowed to invest in stock markets. I'm not allowed to invest in anything else. That is something my dad does because he looks at the market all the time.
Uh,
But apart from that, all of my money is all invested in long-term investments because that's what, and I think that from a mind perspective also it brings
mm,
a lot of peace of mind that you are patient and you are
mm.
looking at yourself as a from a growth perspective and not from an immediate reward seeking perspective.
Okay. I guess, how long have you lived in Jharkhand?
Jharkhand total of 12, 14, 18, 16, 18, 18, approximately 18 years.
Okay, good. So you know where. Just tell us what's happening there. How,
Oh,
in your opinion, I mean, I'm not asking for data, okay?
right.
Well, your own opinion. You said Ranchi was not developed, it's now developing. Jharkhand was going through something. How is it
Right.
for you today? Just in terms of opinions, not in terms of data, just your own opinions as somebody who lives there.
Sure, sure, sure. No, so Ranchi specifically is growing very fast. Like I said, like multiple outlets are now touting Ranchi as one of the fastest growing tier 2 towns and tier 2 cities. We have a lot of great institutions here. The biggest problem that Jharkhand has faced since its inception, I think, and it was 15th November 2000 when Jharkhand was declared as a state. And I feel that the biggest reason that Jharkhand has not been able to probably grow at the same pace as probably an MP with Indore, Bhopal, or any other state is probably because of uh, the instability of the government and politics.
Mm.
We have not had a single, I think there was just one chief minister who has completed his entire tenure.
Okay.
Only one chief minister in the history of 25 years of Jharkhand.
Mm.
Only one chief. Shibu Soren was chief minister for a day after he was made the coal minister under Congress, and then he had to leave his post, and then there was elections again, and all of that happened. So I feel, and this is the political side, which then affects kind of everything. Uh, and that is the biggest reason that we have not been able to grow steadily. In 2024, I think in 2025, only early 2025, Jharkhand government announced that they are going to fund 1,000 startups
Mm.
in Jharkhand in the next 2 years.
Mm.
This goal was given to them, I think, in 2022, after we came out of the pandemic, and there was real focus on tier two towns and cities because a lot of the crowd from big cities, metro cities, were moving back and they wanted a chiller life, a relaxed life. And so the central government kind of insisted a lot of state governments to take up such lofty goals,
Mm.
which was funding 1,000 startups and all of that. Jharkhand government has on record funded 39 startups till
Right.
date.
Let's not go in that route, okay? Let's
Yeah.
not go there. All right. Okay. It-
Right. So my
So
point is basically it's because of the political unrest that
understood.
a lot of
Yeah,
things in
we
Jharkhand.
got that. Okay. So I think it's time for your final word. We have this
Oh,
feature, final word. What's your message to the world? I know patience is there, but can you tell us something more? Final word, your view of the to the world.
okay. Two things. Take care of your mental health.
Yeah.
It's very important and it's very, very real.
Hmm.
Uh, and second is honesty to yourself.
Hmm. What does
Before
that mean?
honesty, before honesty to anybody else, being true to yourself means uh, not telling lies to yourself
Okay.
about what you might be doing right or
Okay.
you might be doing wrong. If you know that there is a voice behind your head that is telling you continuously that
Hmm.
it is not right or maybe it
Hmm.
is right,
Hmm.
and if you're doing the other way around,
Hmm.
then you're not being true to yourself. So listen to that voice.
Okay. All right. Okay. I think we can end it here today. I think you have said what you wanted to say, so we can end it here today. I'll be back. Stay online. I want to talk to you offline. I'll be back with another young person or an expert like Ritwik. Let's hope we get more like him. Let's end it here today. Okay. Bye, everybody.